Hi everyone, Harry here to talk about House Speaker Kevin McCarthy turning over the keys to the kingdom as far as the January 6th committee investigation goes to Tucker Carlson of Fox News, of course. Okay, so the whole dynamic where McCarthy finally squeaks by and becomes Speaker, one of the many ways in which he's beholden to the Freedom Caucus is a promise essentially to air the whole January 6th committee hearings in a way to try to trash it, undo the damage, stick it all on the Democrats, make it seem like the real failings here is Nancy Pelosi didn't have the security ready to go, et cetera. Just tell a complete and Orwellian tale. Okay, so you might have expected some kind. They're now in charge of the House, so they have authority about what to do with tens of thousands of footage hours that the January 6th committee made great use of. So he gives it to Fox News, just for starters. The whole a big part of what we learned was the problems with January 6th was this ridiculous symbiosis between the House Republicans and Fox News. That's in part what has sort of fueled the entire crazy Marjorie Taylor Greene, Louis Gohmert now in control wing of the Republican Party, the crazies that are really in charge, because their whole goal, it's no longer to do anything responsible in government or even to be overall respected, but to get on Fox News. That's how their political currency rises. And so there is this crazy connection, even all the way through the election. You have a whole series of conversations with Laura Ingraham and others reaching out to Mark Meadows, and a truly unsavory relationship between, forget that they're even conservative, but the media is supposed to make government uncomfortable. They're supposed to be objective. The last thing they're supposed to be is a sort of ancillary arm of the administration or any political party, have their whole agenda. That's who Fox News is. The most vivid recent demonstration of it is the Dominion lawsuit for defamation, where you have all kinds of people and emails making it clear that they are just Team Trump, to the point, of course, of lying about the big lie, even though they know it's lies, because they need to support him because their viewers want it and expect it, etc. So the whole thing is funky from the start. But it's triple funky that that McCarthy has now given over tens of thousands of hours of footage for Tucker Carlson to do with as he will. First, what will he do? We know what he'll do. He will use it in any kind of distorted, tendentious, ideological way to basically make the whole thing look bankrupt. And, this is not a sort of he said, she said in objective, nonpartisan terms. I, support what the January 6th committee did. But the main thing is their work was objective. Tucker Carlson's work will be to cherry pick and do whatever kind of, ideologue work with it. But more to the point, he's given this over, and it's got, we're hearing at least the chair, Benny Thompson, the former chair, was irate and apoplectic because of the complete ignoring of serious security concerns, and there are at least a couple. The first is that this footage shows exactly what happens when you have to evacuate members and take them somewhere. There's a game plan for that. They executed it. And the next time they better have a new game plan, because this is, Fox News is going to broadcast it, and it's going to be there for Proud Boys and Oath Keepers and stuff to see. So all that is, it's essentially like giving away military secrets in a sense. And then second, it gives away the whole surveillance of the House, which is supposed to be secret. We don't know this, but when we go in, we're being watched. We should be watched. And there are like secret cameras that when we go turn this way, the cameras turn with us. That's now going to be clear to any sophisticated observer. So it's going to be the blueprint and the key for the whole security service in the House, about which McCarthy cares not one whit. So one, giving it over, you might have thought there'd be a subcommittee to try to make some points. Maybe they'd be stupid, tendentious points that don't hold up, but that's what members of Congress do. But to outsource it all to Fox News to then do whatever distorted, tendentious stories, and there's going to be story after story after story, right? You can imagine Tucker Carlson and Fox salivating. And by the way, what about this whole aspect? You give it to not just the press, but the home team only. So CNN and MSNBC, they don't get this footage. Why not? Because they're not suitably conservative. That should really not be the index and metric for whether people in this country who are reporting, serving a public news reporting function, get it. So you better listen to Fox News is the subtext of what McCarthy has done if you want to hear and learn about all this stuff involving the footage and, as I say, the keys to the kingdom. And we're going to have story after nauseating story. Much of it, given Fox News' track record, will be distorted, selective, completely designed not to report, but to give, not to give an objective picture, but to give a what can we do that will just help the Republicans in 2024? This is a news station in bed with the Speaker of the House, with official government information that's very sensitive, has real security problems. For example, in the trial of the Proud Boys, they have to see it as a constitutional right, but they're under strict orders not to share it. This is really a complete derogation of his job as just looking after the security concerns and the integrity of the United States government. But what else is new? So you're going to be seeing some very carefully edited bashing of the January 6th committee, courtesy of Tucker Carlson, who's got all the goods to show you. And now let's go to the videotape, and other news stations, at least as of now, won't be able to do it. It is a one par for the course to a complete outrage. So we'll see what comes of it and what ugly and distorted and false stories emerge. Stay tuned to Fox News if you want to hear, or else stay tuned here. We'll get reports on it and try to give you as best we can the actual scoop. Till then, talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.